This is Dreamweaver CC Jumpstart. In this series, you'll learn about the Dreamweaver CC workspace and an introduction to HTML. This video is Introduction to the Workspace. In this video, you will learn the basics of getting up and running with the Dreamweaver workspace. Specifically, you'll learn how to work with the lesson files you'll be using throughout this series, including how to define a site and open pages within a site. Before you begin, you'll want to launch Dreamweaver. With Dreamweaver open, you will see the welcome screen where you can perform a number of tasks. For example, you may open recent items, create new documents, view videos on the top features, or access the online help. Before you begin, you'll want to ensure that your workspace matches the screen. Go to the Window menu and Workspace Layout. Make sure that Compact is selected and choose Reset Compact. Now let's begin by creating a new site. From the Site menu, choose New Site. Setting up a Dreamweaver site is the first step in working with your site files. To begin, you'll provide a site name. As you can see, the suggested site name, unnamed site 2, isn't very useful. In this instance, we can simply use Intro to Workspace. The site name allows you to identify each website by name in the event that you're working with many websites at once. The next step is to define the local site folder. To do that, we'll click the Browse for Folder button and navigate to the folder where you downloaded the lesson files. This may be on your desktop, specifically the folder DWCC Intro to Workspace. With this folder selected, you can click Choose. To complete creating your site, click Save. There are many benefits to creating a site within Dreamweaver. For example, creating a site allows you to more efficiently work with the files and folders within your site. Additionally, Dreamweaver allows you to work with multiple sites, referring to each site by a different name. After creating your site, you will have access to your files and folders within the Files panel. To get a better look at the Files panel, double-click the CSS Designer tab to minimize that and expose the Files panel. You can also resize the individual columns of the Files panel by placing your mouse cursor over the divider and sliding left or right. In our Files panel, you can see the HTML and CSS files, as well as the images folder that comprise this particular website. From here, you can perform a number of file activities. For example, if you right-click on a given file, you can edit that file, where you can copy, delete, duplicate, or rename the file. Opening a file is as simple as double-clicking that file. Let's open the document basic.html.html. To do so, simply double-click it. Your file will open in Dreamweaver's default design view. Design view provides you with a visual editor for working with your web pages. It works kind of like viewing your page within a browser, except in design view, you can actually edit your web page as well. For example, if you were to select the 3 periods after the word here in the first sentence, you can change the text by just typing a single period. The next view in the workspace is the code view. The code view allows you to view the HTML and CSS code that makes up this document. This mode works well if you're more comfortable creating HTML or CSS source code by hand. And it provides you with additional features like color-coded formatting, as well as code hinting. If you're not comfortable coding by hand, the third view, Split View, presents you with the code on the left-hand side and the design view on the right-hand side. This allows you to work with either mode and have the changes reflected in the opposite side. For instance, if you place your mouse cursor on the first line in the design view and press Enter or Return to create a new line, you could type new text. For instance, adding text here produces code on the opposite side. As you can see, after typing text in design view, the code view displays the changes along with the relevant HTML tags. You'll go a bit more into these modes and their benefits in an upcoming video. For now, let's return to design view and view the fourth way you can view and work with your documents. To the right of the design view button, there's a live button. Clicking that button will toggle live view on or off. Entering live view, you'll see that your page does not look dramatically different than it did within design view. However, the key difference is live view allows you to see your page as it would be rendered in a native browser. Specifically, what's going on here is Dreamweaver uses the WebKit browser engine, which powers Apple's Safari browser and Google's Chrome. The key difference between Live View and Design View is that you cannot edit your document within this mode. For example, if you were to try to select and delete any code, or try to type anything new, Dreamweaver prohibits that activity the same way you can't edit a page within the browser. However, you may want to view your document within a browser, and to do that, you can toggle off Live View and select File, Preview in Browser. A pop-up menu will appear to the right, displaying the browsers installed on your computer. In this case, we'll go ahead and choose Safari. Dreamweaver will prompt you to save your file. Click Save, and the file opens up within your chosen browser. So let's go ahead and close the browser and return to Dreamweaver. That's it for now. In this video, you learned a little bit about the Dreamweaver workspace, as well as how to define a site in Dreamweaver and work with lesson files once a site has been defined. The next video in this series will introduce you to HTML.